One.
Hey everyone, Chris with Due Diligence Investors. Scrolling through eoddata.com again and found another one with pretty decent volume, 19 million shares. Wasn't up a whole lot throughout the day. Going through the chart though, the chart looks pretty healthy, some uptrends, and looks like it's staying on top of the 5-day moving average, is what's showing on here, which broke through the 20-day moving average there. It's staying right on top of that. Volume history is pretty steadily high. It looks like the 19 million shares is actually low compared to the past week or so. Going through to the OTC markets, looking through at what the company does, says Bioelectronics Corporation develops, manufactures, markets, and sells consumer medical electronic devices that have both a high efficacy and safety profile for acute and chronic pain. And you can scroll through and read the rest of what the company does, but that basically summarizes what their mission is. Going through security details, that is a lot of authorized shares. Looks like 20 billion as of 3/31/2018, with over 19 billion outstanding as of the same date, and 19 billion shares in the float as of the same date. That's it's a lot of shares trading through the market. Makes me kind of wonder why it has such a how it has such a healthy chart going on. Must be something in here that the company is doing right to get such a healthy trading going on. And let's see. So here's probably a reason for the recent buying going on. Bioelectronics files FDA application for treatment of musculoskeletal pain. That's anytime a company files with the FDA, it signifies huge potential revenues. Whether or not the FDA application actually gets approved, that's to be seen, but speculation is what drives the market. So that could be where a lot of this uptrend is coming from. Let's see what else we have going on. I'll probably read through this information outside of this video, and if you're interested in this company and trading in this stock, I recommend you read through all the news, the financials, disclosures, go through the company's website, research the company executives, research with the Secretary of State, which we'll do here in a minute. Um, let's see what else they've been filing. Bioelectronics Corporation's President Andy Wellen joins Everett Jolly on Stock Day to discuss progress. So that's something to look at also. See what the company's president is saying, uh, what kind of forward guidance he's giving. Let's see, B. Braun Medical includes bioelectronics Actipatch medical device in its same-day knee and hip surgical program. So that could be big. I'm not sure I'll have to look and see what kind of profit margins they have on it, what kind of revenue they're getting off of this Actipatch medical device, and also what the B. Braun Medical same-day knee and hip surgical program. See how common that is. See how much uh, how much revenue that'll actually bring to bioelectronics. Let's see here. Bioelectronics receives FDA pre-submission approval for its post-operation pain market clearance application. So it looks like they're doing a lot of FDA applications, pre-submission approval. Let's scroll through this real quick. Bioelectronics Corporation reports that it has canceled today's scheduled U.S. Food and Drug Administration meeting. The FDA's response to our questions, suggestions, and instructions are more than adequate for us to proceed with filing of the formal 510K market clearance application, stated Ian Raw, PhD, Bioelectronics Director of Research. The FDA's pre-submission program is designed to provide guidance and feedback on clinical data and the correct regulatory pathway to expedite market clearance. So that looks pretty promising for the post-operation pain market clearance application. So I'll probably read through more of these, and I recommend that you do also if you're considering investing in this company. I have not decided whether I am considering investing in this company or not. As I say in all the descriptions, no company pays me to do this due diligence. I do it on my own because I am an investor in OTC stocks, and every OTC stock has a lot of problems that you won't find unless you do your due diligence. So I like to find what those problems are and weigh the pros and cons prior to putting my money into any stock. And using this as an example, so going to the Maryland Business Express, the Secretary of State Maryland Business Search, and find Bioelectronics Corporation. This business is not in good standing. It looks like it. The reason it's not in good standing is it just needs to file the return for 2018, which it has not done yet. Going into the annual reports, it looks like it has filed for an extension, so it does have an extension on it. Let's see. In the filing history, there's an article of amendment here on June 2nd, 2018. If you go back to OTC markets and security details and you look, the last time the authorized shares was updated was back in March of 2018, March 31st. So looking at this, they did an article of amendment on June 2nd, 2018, which is after the OTC had been updated. I went ahead and opened that up, and it looks like they increased the number of shares of common stock from 20 billion to 25 billion. So again, they increased the number of authorized shares, and at a certain point, this number is just going to get out of control for them, regardless of how much potential revenue they have off their FDA applications and their pain medications or all the products they produce. Eventually, I'm not saying they will, but the majority of OTC companies that have anywhere near this number of authorized shares tend to do a reverse split, and the shareholders take the dilution off of that. They are the ones that are affected by it. So again, there's multiple articles of amendment. It looks like they've raised the number of shares multiple times, obviously to get to 20 billion and now to 25 billion shares, which they have not updated the OTC in 4 months almost, which is another downside. Let's go through, actually, first let's go through the financials. And we're going to wrap this up pretty quick here. It actually looks like they went down from 2015 to 2016 and didn't report any revenue in 2017. Don't know if they